If we took a holiday, took some time to celebrate. Today is a very special holiday for me. I'm wearing one of my hundreds of Madonna t-shirts. Yes, I literally have hundreds of Madonna t-shirts because I love her that much. And today is Madonna's birthday. Happy birthday, Queen. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Madonna is my #1 of all time. She always has been, she always will be. There is no other artist like Madonna. And there is no other artist that had so much relevancy on radio and in culture for as long as Madonna did. For 3 solid decades, she was on top. She was pushing boundaries, but not just pushing boundaries just to push boundaries and get us thinking. She was also consistently, for 3 decades, making amazing music. There will never be another Madonna, and that's fine. I am thankful, though, that my children are growing up in an era where they have someone like Taylor Swift to look up to. And I might get a lot of flack for this, but I will say Taylor Swift is the Madonna of her generation. Beyonce was the Madonna of the generation before that, and then Madonna was Madonna. She paved the way for all of them. You know, Taylor Swift, while not being as envelope pushing as Madonna, has been at the very top for a full-on decade now and has demonstrated real artistry in a way that a lot of her peers haven't. And that's why I make the Madonna comparison. She's not Madonna. She's not trying to be Madonna. She's her own thing. And that's why I love Taylor Swift as well. So I wanted to start things off talking about Queen M. Feliz cumpleaños again. I love you. Now, an update to a story I talked about yesterday. Perez Hilton is apologizing for her comments in Marie Claire, which she claims are not recent. A source close to Perez tells me personally that that was from an interview that she did a year ago, and that she's not happy with how things panned out, and that she does not, and I quote, does not support Donald Trump and all of the awful things that he has been doing. And neither do all of the generals in charge of the U.S. military. I was so pleased today to see that the head of the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, and the Marine Corps publicly disavowed racism, saying it has no place in our military. They were so strong in their condemnation of what has been happening, much stronger than Donald Trump, who continues to talk about both sides. There are no both sides. There's just one side, the wrong side, and you are on that, Mr. Trump. Speaking of Donald Trump, Kathy Griffin posted on her Facebook an email that this person who is on the board of directors of CBS sent to her, telling Kathy to send a letter to the president and to leak it to Fox News. This letter was basically not just a mea culpa, but full-on groveling and sucking Donald Trump's baby dick. Thankfully, Kathy Griffin didn't send that letter, but she did put that person on blast. And you know what? And this rings true to me now. There are some things, many things, more important than a paycheck, like dignity, like your conscience, and also like your family. My family is way more important than any job, and thankfully, I don't get my personal happiness from work. I enjoy my job. It does make me happy, but my kids, my mom, what happens inside of this house, which is sacred and nobody knows, that is so much more important to me and fills me up. In other news, film-related news, Daniel Craig has confirmed that he is coming back for another Bond movie. He says it is his last. And afterwards, I would love Idris Elba to play Bond. I think a lot of people probably echo that sentiment. He is British, and apparently you have to be British to play Bond. Also, Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck, says that Ben will not be returning to play Batman in The Batman. And while I'm giving Idris Elba the Bond job, I am biased, and I would love to see Zac Efron as the next Batman. Wouldn't you? Come on, Zac Efron for Batman. He reminds me of Michael Keaton almost, but sexier. Some couples news. Anna Faris has opened up about relationships, and in a very telling chat about her relationship with Chris Pratt. If you want to read what she has to say, I have that up on PerezHilton.com. In more relationship news, Scott Disick has got himself another teenager. He has been spotted with this 19-year-old model girl whom he was previously linked to 2 years ago. Yes, when she was just 17. And that's that. Did I miss anything I wanted to talk about? Oh, gosh. Yeah, in more TV news, Kylie Jenner's reality show, Life of Kylie, continues to be a big old flop. The second week that it aired this past Sunday, the ratings are in, and it was watched by only 837,000 viewers, way less than the premiere of 1.2 million. It is most likely not going to be renewed for a second season, and by most likely, I mean definitely not. God, I'm so congested. Do I sound different? Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, click like, click share, click subscribe. You're awesome. I love you. I love me. I love to see me smiling. Yay!